Let's be honest, who among us isn't a little bit psychopathic? When someone cuts you off in traffic or spills your morning coffee on you, doesn't that dark side inside you wake up? We all get angry sometimes. But the real question is this: is it just a moment of irritation, or is it a real trait baked into your personality? Now scroll down to the comments and write your score for each question. At the end of the test, we'll add everything up and give you a clear psychopathy percentage. So what are you, 5% angel or 95% danger? If you're ready to face the truth, here comes the first question. Question 1, someone cut in front of you in traffic. What do? A, I get right up on them. I don't let it go without harassing them. B, I get annoyed and keep going. It's not worth getting involved. C, I laugh it off. I say they must be in a hurry. D, I make revenge plans, but only in my head. If you chose option B, you calm ones, 10 points. Those who chose C, 15 points. Those who imagine it in their head, meaning option D, 25 points. But if you chose option A and said, I get right up on them, 35 points for you. Question 2, you're walking down the street and you find a wallet on the ground and it's full of money. What's your first reaction? A, I take the cash and leave the wallet. Only the money is useful to me. B, I return it right away. I use the ID to find the owner. C, I leave it there. I don't want trouble. I won't even touch it. D, I take everything. Finders, keepers. I'll say, luck smiled on me. Can you pass the honesty test? If you chose A and said, I only take the cash, you opportunists, write down 40 points. If you chose B and looked for the owner, you honest friends, 10 points for you. If you chose C and preferred to live risk-free, you get 20 points. And if you chose D and pocketed the whole wallet, for that cold-bloodedness, you just grabbed 40 points. Question 3, a close friend asks you for a hard favor. What's your answer? A, I say no and I don't feel even a bit guilty. B, I accept reluctantly. I can't say no, so I do it. C, I do it while complaining. I grumble, but I handle it. D, I expect something in return. They should do something for me too. Let's see how sincere your friendships really are. If you chose A and after saying no, your conscience doesn't even sting, write down 40 points for that cold-blooded attitude. If you chose B or C and you help even if you're complaining the whole time, you devoted friends get 10 points. And if you chose D and said, I only do it if there's something in it for me, for that opportunist brain of yours, 35 points goes on your scorecard. Question 4, let's be honest, what do you really think about lying? A, it's necessary for success. On the road to the top, anything goes. B, to avoid conflict. I only say it so I don't start a fight. C, I try not to. I'm on the side of honesty. D, it helps me get what I want. Lying is a tool for me. Let's drop the masks. If you chose A and said, lying is the key to success, write down 40 points for that dangerous strategy. If you chose B and tell a white lie just to keep the peace, you get 20 points. If you chose C, you principled ones, we're giving you 10 points. And if you chose D and said you trust your manipulation skills, sorry, but that's another 40 points added to your score. Question 5, your most trusted friend betrays you. What's your reaction? A, I cut all ties, I delete them instantly. B, I don't give second chances, it's over for me. C, I keep my distance, but I try to understand why. You know, D, I plan the perfect revenge, I won't let it slide. What should the price of betrayal be? If you chose A or B and said, I never forgive, write down 30 points for that firm stance. If you chose C and showed maturity, 10 points for you. And if you chose D and said, revenge is best served cold, that resentful side of yours just earned you a full 40 points. Question 6, you turn off the lights and put on a horror movie. How do you feel? A, I love it. The darker and bloodier, the better. B, I get scared, but I like it. I enjoy that tension. C, I don't care, it's just a movie. D, I focus on the production. I look at it technically like how they filmed it. Final points are coming in. If you chose A and said, I love it about those brutal scenes, you just grabbed the last 35 points for that dark taste of yours. If you chose B, you normal viewers, 10 points for you. If you chose C, you cool-headed friends, you get 25 points. And if you chose D and only looked at the technical details, 20 points goes on your score. If you've added up your points, let's calculate the results. If you're between 60 and 100 points, congratulations. You're 10% psychopath. There isn't a trace of evil in you. Your empathy is so high, you wouldn't even hurt an ant. People around you feel safe when they're with you, but be careful. Sometimes that pure heart of yours can be taken advantage of. If your score is between 101 and 170, you're 40% psychopath. You're basically a total social chameleon. Normally, you're a good person, but when your interests are on the line, you don't hesitate to tell small lies or manage the situation. This isn't an illness. It's just your survival strategy. Still, make sure you're not using people. If you're between 171 and 220 points, things are getting serious. You're 75% psychopath. You're calm under pressure, you're manipulative, and you push boundaries to get what you want. Emotions aren't an obstacle for you, they're a tool. These traits can take you to the top in business, but be careful, you might be hurting the people closest to you without even realizing it. And finally, if you scored between 221 and 240 points, you're 99% psychopath. Rules aren't for you, they're for everyone else. You don't know what guilt feels like. The world is your playground and everyone else is just a pawn. That's a massive power, but if it isn't controlled, it can push you into loneliness. So what's your score? Write your result and your percentage in the comments right now. Let's see how many 99s we have here. Our next test will measure your narcissism level, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.